Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Videos Channel today on F125. So, there's another patch update for this game on F125, the 1.14 patch for this one. That was out yesterday, if you haven't checked out the latest patch notes for F125. So, I'll explain in a little bit why we're doing a race around Qatar for the first race of the day. So there is small minor fixes and bug updates as usual, just fixing the game as always, like something we do with the steering wheel, maybe a little bit of gameplay and all that, and also some of the scenarios as well. Maybe only a small bit, just to make it fixable a little bit. And then also the main change is for this patch is they swapped the IP drivers around from this patch using the correct driver instead of the replaceable driver from the earlier in the season. I think it was around April or May time where that happened in the Alpine team. So yeah, so we got replaceable for the Alpine team apart from Pierre Gasly. He's a #1 driver for Alpine, and the other one is like they got swapped around from the beginning of the season. It's like Red Bull from the beginning of the season only lasted 2 races somehow, so got praised by that. So luckily that was before the game came out, they did it straight away in the Red Bull team, but Alpine they didn't. They kept it as it was. So yeah, so we replaced it with that. So that's a little bit different for this patch, and of course other things as well on the website. You can check it out on the website, social media or something like that if you haven't seen it yet, so for this patch. So yeah, so that's the latest 1.14 patch. So not a big update for this one, but only kind of like a small update for this one. So yeah, so after getting tangled there by the Sauber, so not sure what just happened there. Maybe he forgot to back out or something, but it's what it is. So yeah, so that patch is out of the way. Doing the first race around Qatar, managed to avoid some chaos on the first lap, avoiding spinners in front of me. So I managed to escape it twice in one lap, and then I managed to escape from the tangled. So yeah, so just trying to take my time through the middle sector and up to P8 at the moment. Well, I think I started way down the order, I think, at the back somewhere. So yeah, so we're making some almost, I say small progress, but not too bad at all. So yeah, so in this bit, well, I was off track for an eagle overtake, but he was, I mean, luckily it's not on night. It's like it's not lead racing, so I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I know it's a bit illegal, but if that was in real life, I would have let him back through, but it's what it is. One guy got spun there on the main straight, so before turn 1, so lucky I avoid that in the McLaren. So up to P6 right now, so kind of okay progress, so kind of got out of this tricky messy zone as always. So that's all you gotta do on the first 2 laps, or sometimes 3 laps, I don't know, it depends. And then got another DNF just now. That puts me up to P5, into the top 5. Time I got to halfway around this lap, halfway in this race. So yeah, so the guy ahead has a penalty, so I'm already in P4 at this stage. So the first 3 are literally, I think the first 3 are definitely miles away. They're in kind of at the second last corner right now. That's where the leaders are, while we're at the triple right-handers right here. So yeah, so come towards the left-hander, they're at the last corner already, so that's where the first 3 are. So yeah, we're kind of miles off the first 3. So yeah, so try and get a good exit at the last corner, using all the battery, a little bit of tow, with DRS, and went to the right just in case he gets tangled, like what McLaren had. Luckily, it's all an easy pass, so no issues there. So that puts me up to P4. So yeah, so 6-7 second gap from the leaders. that's quite a tough task with almost about an hour and a half to go. So yeah, it looks like I might be in P4 in this one, as long as with no as long as I don't make a mistake or something like that. Round the hairpin very nicely, not too bad at all. I managed to gain a little bit of time from the leaders, so they lost a bit of time. I'm guessing they were battering a little bit, so that's fine by me. So I managed to gain nearly 2 seconds from that. So now just pushing a little bit, just trying to manage my battery as much as I can. Just make sure I have above 50 and see what I can do from there. Trying to pull away from the guy behind just to get out of the 1 second zone, and I think he's just underneath the 1 second zone, so I think it's just enough to get DRS, but he's tiny bit too far back to overtake me at turn 1. I'm using all the battery till I got to 12%, and he's a bit far back, so that's absolutely fine. That's all we need to do. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, so I am catching the leaders first 3 slightly, because they're having a battle right now, so that's kind of what I need. But I need like another 3-5 laps to catch them up, so it's going to be a tough task. So then I save a little bit through this hairpin, just to save a little bit more ERS. But the problem is, if you put in none, it just loses more time, so it's just best to keep it on medium and see how he goes from there, really. Got a little bit wide here, so luckily there's no track limit, so that would have been track limits anyway, but luckily there's no track limits for this one, so I think the host turned it off somehow. So coming towards the last 3 right-handers right now. Yeah, so I try my best to catch them, but it's just, I know it's going to be a tough task, so luckily I managed to keep P4 on the road, so not too bad. Yeah, the first 3 didn't have any penalties, so I was quite surprised, so luckily no penalties for me. That puts me in P4, so I was kind of okay with that. It's only the first race of the day, so I'm fine with that. So where I started in P18 is, I say it's a really good progress from there. Not too bad at all. I'll take that in this one. So as we move on to Texas now for race 2 for this one. Starting in P19 in this one. So this race was kind of a really good one, so to watch. So start was okay, and just taking my time through turn 1, not using battery, so it's literally no point. Just trying to stay out of trouble here, and then so I take the inside, not too bad. Then this guy was literally blocking my path, so not sure what happened there. So got me into P13 right now. Time I got to this Max and Beckett's section right here at the end of the first sector. Got some people off the road, not very nicely, and then got a couple people all over the place, so I managed to avoid it. Puts me up to P8 very nicely. Then comes towards this hairpin. This Red Bull was literally trying to push me off the road, not sure why, in a weirdest place to overtake. It is kind of low tech opportunity, but that's not kind of the best place to do it. It's the best place to do it at turn 12, where we're up to right now. Yeah, lots of praise from the Red Bull, but it's okay. But luckily, he took this guy out, so I managed to get past him again. Then coming towards this corner, this lady decided to push me off the road, so lost a few more praises from that. Not sure what he's doing there. And then kind of messy at the end of the lap. Well, not exactly what I wanted, but I'm not sure what these two are doing right now. So now I've got to try and keep calm and see what I can do from there, really. And then this bit was, I'm not sure where that came from. Just literally dived the inside for no reason when I was trying to keep calm. So yeah, so managed to get past that. And then got this Well, luckily I didn't get taken out. Then you got this Ferrari who had a poor exit than I have. A little bit messy at the end of the first lap. And now we're on to lap 2. This is going to be difficult. So yeah, just taking my time. And also a little bit of dirty air. So just trying to keep calm through there. Luckily this bit, I managed to get a good exit here. Then this Mercedes decided to push me off the circuit somehow. Not sure why. Then this is kind of a bit messy at the moment in this mid-pack for P7. And then I've got DRS, and luckily, I decided to go to the left. Managed to do a triple overtake. Down towards turn 12. Brake late as possible. Defended the inside, and I managed to get through into P7. And then luckily I got past, just about past this guy. Just about. I thought he was going to tangle me for a second, but luckily he didn't. And luckily I managed to get past this chaos mess for P7, and I managed to get past it. So I'm finally out of this tricky situation. So yeah, so I finally done that. So now I've got to try and catch up to the next person, who's in P6. He's 2 seconds up the road. To see what I can do from there. The leaders are, well, they're at turn 2 right now, so it's a bit far back. So anything could happen in 5 lappers, but so they might make a mistake, or they might get penalties, or they've got DNFs or something. So yeah, so anything could happen. So I'm not giving up just yet. Only at halfway in this race, so just need to take my time through the first sector and then try to get a good exit here. So I managed to do it all right, using a little bit of DRS just to get into the DRS, but I was a tiny bit too far back, so it was a little bit annoying every time that happens, but it's what it is. This guy, he's lost connection somehow, so I started using all my battery to get past him. So lucky I got past him using all the battery. So I managed to get past him very nicely. I'm not sure what happened there, but I got past him. So I got a free spot. Thank you very much. So now into this first sector now. Using none just to save a little bit of ERS. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's quite worth it though. So I managed to save a bit. I did save about almost 30% there through this staging section. So very nicely. So coming those last 2 corners once again. Just taking my time through this corner. And then we've got a battle up the road for P4, I think, or P3, I think it was, up the road. So for this one, I set the fast up the race, so I'm definitely the quickest guy on track. So there is a battle for P3 up the road. So I might have a chance for a podium here. If I get into this DRS, I should be good enough for a P3 maybe. So yeah, so I just need to take my time through here very nicely. Not too bad at all. And then I'm definitely in the DRS zone now, because I managed to gain a bit of time through there very nicely. And I'm in the DRS, so I can turn into none, save a little bit of DRS down towards turn 11, and then take my time through this corner, get a good exit using all the battery. And then these two, well, that one got tangled into this, down towards this straight. So then this guy, well, I managed to get past that guy, so I just tried to stay back for now at turn 12. Yeah, this guy, he's kind of a bit, well, he just literally pushed 2 of them off the, well, one of them got into a spin, one lucky survived it. So now he's got a penalty anyway, so I could stay behind him for the lap remaining, or I could just try to overtake him and run away as possible before he takes me out or something, for literally for no reason. So yeah, so I've got enough battery now, so because I saved it a little bit through this, and then managed to get DRS though, so I got enough to stay in this DRS, no worries at all. So I'm not going to overtake him at turn 1, I'll just take my time through here. We're on the last lap now, so I'm already in P3, but I've got some of the guys behind me might try to overtake me. So I just need to take my time through here. very nicely. Not too bad at all. First sector, not too bad. Just try to be through here carefully. Very nicely. I'm not trying to... Well, I mean, I've been into none straight away because I'm wanting the DRS zone. So, just saving a little bit more. Kind of was his turn. Using all the battery. Well, I'm not using my battery yet, but I'm using DRS though. And then... I'm using a tiny bit there. Just to stay ahead. And I managed to stay ahead enough. Very nicely. So I survived that. So yeah, now I've got to try and think a way to get past him. And I was trying to get past... I'm going to try and get past him at this corner. About now. So yeah, so I managed to get past him. So that was a really nice move there. So that was a good move. Now I decided to use all the battery through this right-hander. Using all the battery here, just to clear away. And then the last corner, using a little bit of battery on the exit. Just in case. And then around the last corner. Just to survive that, luckily enough. And that puts me into P3. And that's a podium from 19th on the grid. So very nicely. I'll take that. So that was a good recovery and a really good race. So I'll take that. Very nicely there. Not too bad at all. So yeah, so that's for me today. So check out the patch notes from social media. Like I said earlier in the video. If you haven't seen this latest patch, the 1.14. So check out anytime you want. That was out yesterday. If you haven't played it yet, just yet, to test out all the other things on there. So yeah, so make sure you like the video, subscribe to if you're new, if you're new to the channel, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for support all that. Have a nice day, enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys next time on F125. Have a nice day, and see you later.